It's the 63rd episode of the League Cosplay Podcast. I'm Holly.
And I'm Kevin.
Yay.
Once again, it's just the two of us.
Oh, yeah. It'll probably be the two of us next time, too.
You think so?
Aren't we going to Spokane?
We? Are you coming now?
I don't know. You never told me if you wanted to go alone or not.
No.
This is great communication in our relationship.
Well, you said you weren't sure if you wanted to go, so I was like, I don't care if you go or not. You can come. I don't mind.
I think some women secretly want you to be like, I want you to be there, babe. I really want you there. I enjoy your presence.
At my parents' place, yes. So nice.
Which you mostly ignore me at anyway.
I mean, Kyle will be there. I guess we could do it back again from the porch.
Yeah, but Kyle hates doing it.
Does he?
I don't know. Kyle, it's so weird. Like, the days we don't film the podcast on our usual day, which is Saturday, Kyle's always like, I'm coming over to do the podcast. And we're like, no, we're not doing it today because we're doing something else.
Right.
And then the times we're like, Kyle, we need you to do this with us because we like having a third person. He's like, I don't want it. Like, it's just...
Yes.
Is that what courting is like? You gotta pretend like you don't want him so he comes over?
I don't know. Anyway, we're filming on an off day again.
We are.
Because of ECCC, which for some reason it's only a couple days past ECCC right now, but it feels like it was like a month away already.
Does it? It feels pretty...
Does.
It feels pretty recent.
It's because you're working on pictures, maybe.
Oh.
For me, I have not been working on pictures.
No, you just did it and then you were like, okay, done.
Yeah.
See, well... I mean, this is my, job. So Kevin gets to be like, I'm done. I don't have to think about it anymore, but I have to think about it for the next, month. So to me, it's just, on all the time.
Nice.
But, it was pretty... We, got our asses kicked.
Yes.
Way more than SakuraCon.
For some reason, though.
But it's because we walked more.
Oh, right.
So, for SakuraCon, we had, probably 90% of the people, no, actually, never mind, not 90%. 100% of the con was driving to the location.
Right,
so we would either pick people up or just meet them at the location with our car. And then the only walking that was done was during the shoot, getting to certain areas in the thing, which wasn't even that far. And then this time around, we walked to the waterfront, which is, what is it,
2 miles.
mile? No, it's not 2 miles.
A mile and a half.
Yeah.
It's a mile and a half.
It's a mile and a half.
If you round up. If you do proper rounding, it's 2.
I'm sorry, but a half a mile is pretty significant in terms of walking, so.
It is 50% more.
So.
33.
Math. So we walked to the waterfront twice this weekend, so that's 6 miles. And then, the one shoot we did, we drove to it, but we walked a lot in it. In that one shoot,
it was hilly.
It was really hilly. It was a really cool location. This girl we worked with, I can't remember, Kaylee. She was doing Rey from the new Star Wars, and she was like, "Oh, hey, I live near this park. It seemed pretty cool. I took a walk through it. It's something I want to do." And so we're like, "Hey, we've never been to this park before."
Right.
But she sent me pictures, so I was like, "Okay." And we went there, and it was really cool. It was a cool park. It was a nice little area, but it was people go there to run. Basically, is what it is. It's a running. There was a lot of runners, and bicyclists and walkers. So it was very traily. Uh-huh. So I don't know. Poor Kevin was hauling stuff up and down hills, and I was having some issues at certain points after we took the picture at the rock, that really steep area. I was like, I can't even imagine what Kevin is feeling right now.
That's my life. I'm a mule now.
Mule. Hashtag mule.
Something like that.
Kevin equals mule.
Yes.
Should we just get you a shirt with a picture of a mule on it?
That's a democratic shirt then.
That's true.
It's that time of
confusing
our 4 years now, that every 4 years that we
that we start paying attention to politics suddenly. Yeah. But it was fun.
Yes.
Although we kind of sucked personally this weekend.
Yes.
Not in terms of taking pictures, in terms of remembering shit.
Yeah, being prepared.
The 2 waterfront shoots we had, we decided not to take our rolly bag because we were walking, and walking 3 miles with a rolly bag is
suspicious.
It's not suspicious. It's just like it's just like annoying and obnoxious. So I have an over the shoulder bag that can hold a couple lenses, our filters and stuff like that, like just things we need. So I picked the 2 most used lenses that we use, and we got everything ready to go for our first shoot. I had my camera on my way, so we walk to the waterfront. We meet up with Dee Dee, who's I think her Panda Pop cosplay is her cosplay name. Meet up with her, get the camera out ready to start testing for like exposure. No battery. Don't have a battery because we just took our mini bag and nothing else.
Right. No backup camera. This one.
Yeah. Okay. So in our bag, we always have a backup camera, and that backup camera has battery in it and everything.
Yes,
right?
it is ready to go.
So just in case like I fall and just completely fuck up our camera, like our main camera, we have a camera of equal caliber.
Yes.
In our bag.
Yes.
And so since we walked there, we're like, no rolly bag. And it was like, Kevin's like, there's no battery. And then we just stared at each other. And I just like swore. I was just like, fuck. Like, I was like, I don't know what to do now.
And Dee Dee was so nice.
Oh, they brought us donuts from a really cool donut place up north. Donut Factory. They were so good. Yes. And they were so nice. And I was like, oh my God, you guys are so sweet. She was like, you guys had a bad weekend last weekend. I was listening to your podcast. And I was like, it's not your fault. It was like, we were just having a bad day. Yeah. And they brought us donuts. It was so sweet. And then we forgot the fucking battery. So I was like, oh my God, I would just want to kill myself right now. So Kevin ran all the way home.
Yes.
1.5 miles of just running uphill.
Yes.
Grabbed the battery, took an Uber back. And it only took you about like 35 minutes
Less
total.
Than that.
No, it was about 30 to 30. No, okay, 30 minutes. Yeah. Which wasn't bad considering you ran 1.5 miles.
There was a Mariners game.
There was a Mariners game. It was opening day. There was traffic everywhere. Yeah. And then Uber back. It was pretty good. Yeah. So
I think it took me 11 minutes to get home. Or no, maybe 15 minutes. 11 to 15 minutes to get home. And then 4 minutes in the Uber. And then I slammed a banana in my face and chugged a bunch of water as soon as I got in the door.
Which I'm glad he did, because I think if he didn't, he would have been really grouchy.
I don't know.
I think so, because we had to, we shot for the next 1.5 hours pretty much.
But so. I got like that runner's high, and I was just like, I feel good right now. Let's do this.
Pictures. So, yeah. And then the next day, we had to shoot in the same spot, and we forgot. Okay, so it was my fault. We were packing my bag, and we had everything, and Kevin handed me the flash receiver.
Transmitter.
Sorry, whatever. That I put. The flash transmitter that controls our flashes. He handed it to me, and I was gonna put it in the bag because usually it sits on top of my camera, but when I walk around with the thing on my hip, it just hits everything. So I was about to put it in my camera, and then Kevin goes, "Oh, put some stickers in your bag too." So I set the transmitter down on the couch, grabbed the stickers, put them in my bag, closed my bag, and we left. Yes. That one wasn't as big of a deal because
we have backups for that stuff.
Yeah, we can send flash with other flash, so it wasn't as big of a deal. But it was one of those things where it was like, Jesus Christ.
And this is no reflection on us regularly. At our con, we usually.
No, because we have the rolly bag. It was just because we were like, we're walking so far. It's local. We're in our house before the shoot, so we're just like dinking around. Usually, when we go to cons, we have everything in the bag, like redundant. Like we have 2 copies of like everything. It's pretty stupid and heavy. And Kevin rolls that shit around. But that's at cons. It's never happened to us before, so we're just like staring at each other, going, "What the hell's going on?" Yeah, it's because we were transferring things from big bag to little bag. Right. Because at the Star Wars shoot, we had the rolly bag and had no issues. The rolly bag. It is always the rolly bag.
Condense everything to the small bag.
We just forget what we need. We're like, what? Yeah. Everything's just in there already.
The magical big bag contains everything.
It's because we never move stuff out of it. It's always just in there.
Yes.
So, yeah.
Mr. Backpack.
Yeah.
Is that his name?
What?
Or does Dora just sing
It's
Backpack?
Just Backpack. His name is Backpack.
That's such a stupid name. Anyway.
Not Mr. Mr. Backpack. Backpack.
Rolling up a map.
I'm the backpack. Well, that's the map.
I know. Are they just buddies? They sit inside of each other?
I think the map sits on the outside of the backpack. Like where the water bottle would be. It's just a map.
Okay.
Sorry.
But yes, we had a lot of fun though, overall.
Yeah, we were just like freaking exhausted though.
Yes.
Like, I hurt my calf the first night somehow walking. I don't know how, but it hurt pretty bad. And then the next morning after Emerald City Comic Con ended, I was putting on some pants and just completely pulled my back.
But you feel better now.
I feel better now. It took it took about a day and a half to get like no more like pain. But it was pretty bad, and Kevin had to like help me to the bench.
And this whole time, Holly was saying, "This is what feeling old gets."
Yeah, I'm going, I'm old. I think it was just because we put a lot of pressure on our body the 2 days before. Like, I was carrying more things than I normally would have on my
because
on my body.
You get everything in the bag, and then I just lug everything around.
But you like the bag because it's not on your shoulders. You just pull it. Back when we used to carry backpacks, you used to have a lot of problems.
Yes.
So.
Right. But we used to carry a lot more stuff, too. We had a lot more lenses. We've kind of figured out what we like to shoot with.
Yeah, I took my lens count down a little bit. Yes. Which is good. You don't need, like, every single option. You got to be, like, quick and be like, I can do this.
Right.
It's time for your mid-roll.
Mid-roll?
I got nothing to talk about, y'all.
Oh, that's all right. So, if you'd like to support Elite Cosplay, visit elitecosplay.com/Amazon. That'll take you to an affiliate link, or it'll
take you to Amazon.com.
It'll take you to Amazon with our affiliate link. If you shop Amazon like normal, and that affiliate link will give us a small kickback, and those small kickbacks help us produce more content for you.
It costs nothing to you.
It does not. It does cost nothing to you. It just says that you want to help us. You can also support us by going to elitecosplay.com/shop and picking out one of our 2 great shirts right now. You can't see it because it's directly behind my head, but there's a Eat, Sleep, Sew, Repeat shirt back there, and we also have a cosplay shirt. We still have those available. Limited quantities in some of the sizes, but we still have a fair bunch of mediums.
Oh, yeah.
Strangely enough.
What do it? Did we run out? We ran out of a size, I thought. Or we only have... No, we ran out of an extra large in one of them.
I think the men's.
No, it was the women's.
Oh,
they Eat, Sleep, Sew, Repeat. I think we're out of an extra large. No, we're not. Sorry. Oh my gosh, it's hard. I can't keep inventory in my head. It's on our website. It tells you if it's sold out or not.
It will tell you if they're sold out or not.
I'm trying to think of a solution for cheaper shipping as well. We're trying, y'all.
Yes.
It's hard.
So,
EliteCosplay.com/shop to buy our t-shirts. EliteCosplay.com/Amazon to help us out at no cost to you to shop at Amazon. We want to thank you for people who have been doing either of those. There have been a few, and we really appreciate it.
Yes.
Yeah. Also, there are 5 spots left for A-Con in Dallas that we will be at
on the week of June
3rd. Ooh, that's a Gilmore's reference.
Is it?
Yeah.
I don't know what that is.
Does anybody watch Gilmore Girls in the house? Just me?
Just you.
June 3rd is a big date on Gilmore Girls.
Is that Luke's Dark Day or something?
June 3rd. No, it's the day they were supposed to get married, and it's Rory's court date, okay? It doesn't matter.
Wow.
Let's go.
Okay. So, yes, Dallas coming up.
Yeah.
That'll be interesting.
Yeah, never been to Dallas. Been to Houston, but not Dallas. They're very far away from each other.
Yes. Anime Matsuri was in Houston.
Yeah.
Yes, and then they tried to enforce, like, the city was trying to make people take pictures.
Someone was telling us about that. So there's a park.
That's right across the street.
It's literally across the street. It's
from the convention center.
It seems like it's part of the convention center almost, but I don't think it is.
No.
But it's an okay park. It's got some flowers and
a mini lake.
A little tiny water piece.
A little hill.
You can get some cityscape.
Mm-hmm. And there's a wedding venue.
Right. And there's like a wall that has like art on it that you can put people in front. It's very weird. It's pretty small though, so there's a lot. Like it all happens like in this tiny area. But someone was telling us that security was trying to make it so you couldn't take pictures in the park.
Right. Well, they were trying to enforce like everybody needed like a photo license or something. From the city.
Like a permit?
Yeah, permit. And I mean, most of you who go to conventions know there's a lot of people that go to a convention and there's a lot of people that take pictures.
Well, I guess they said on Friday, on Friday, it was like they were enforcing it. And then by the time Saturday happened, which is when, most people go, it was just like, never mind.
Yeah, there's no way that's going to be enforced.
It's I don't get it. I don't, like, it's a park. Like, why?
Because the city's probably broke.
What if it's not a city park, though?
Well...
Okay.
Because the
Seattle Center.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
That's privately owned, right?
I see what you're saying.
I don't think it's part of the city.
You think that was a private park?
It could be.
I don't know.
There's one in LA that we ran into.
We did. But that one had, like, a fence and everything. It was pretty weird.
And they do have, like, a strict closing time.
Yeah.
And they, like, actually
And
close
they have,
the park.
like, the fashion design school there, too, which is also weird. It's connected.
What is it? FITM? Fashion...
I don't know.
Industry design merchandising something.
Oh, sure. Okay.
Yep. They came to my high school and tried to get us to go there.
To LA?
To FITM, yeah. They were like, go to this art school.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's getting harder and harder for us to shoot places. Yeah. I think pretty much the only place that in Seattle that we can, like, quote, legally, like, shoot is, like, public parks.
Yeah. Which we have a lot of here, which works out.
Yes, it works out because Seattle is very parky, but when we go to other places, it's like Houston, it's like, it's a big city, but it's also not. So it's like, why are you trying to, like, act like you're, like, New York or something? You know?
Because they have that.
New York, I guess the only place to shoot in New York without,
Central
like,
Park.
Extra permits and shit is Central Park.
Yeah.
Which even then you probably need something.
Yeah, you probably need something.
You probably need, like, permission. I don't even know. Actually, I don't know because I feel like a lot of people would shoot there. It's so big.
Yeah, exactly. I feel like as long as you're not posing a hazard to other people, they're not going to really bother you too much. Like,
right.
you don't
I feel
have
like people
C-stands and shit everywhere.
Yeah, people were really obnoxious. Or people have been really obnoxious and tripping other people and ruining it for the rest of us.
That's exactly what it is.
Because Kevin and I don't, like, have stands or anything. Kevin holds
I
everything.
am the stand.
Yeah, Kevin is the stand. So if you can't avoid Kevin...
Sorry. I am the stand. I don't know. That sounded like a
like a
Ramstein.
TV show.
Oh, a line from...
Oh, God. Okay. Anyway. I feel like when we go to Anime Expo, though, we're going to need to get permits for stuff.
Sure, why not?
Because LA is kind of an asshole about it.
Why we have things built in, ready to go for that.
Yeah. I just think, that'll probably be the first one we'll actually need, like, heavy duty permits for.
We could also test out in Dallas. See what we can...
Get a permit in Dallas and see where we can go.
Yeah.
Just walk around with a paper. I got a permit.
Yeah.
I know, it's hard. It's weird. Like, when I look up pictures for places that I want to shoot at, a lot of photographers can get away with it because they don't use flash. They just use, like, natural light during the day. So it's less inconspicuous because all it's them is, like, probably their body, maybe a backpack, and then their camera. So, like, it's not...
Well, the other thing is, most of the people that you look at are just they're taking pictures of close to regularly dressed people.
Like
maybe
engagements.
A little fancy, maybe.
Right.
Maybe even a dress, like a gown or something. But we're in costume.
Yeah, so
nobody,
we're just like,
they're like, that looks weird.
Yeah, it stands out so much.
Right,
people have these crazy wigs on, like neon colors, bright red most of the time.
Yeah.
So it just stands out, yeah.
Outfits that don't fit in or are very obviously not. Yeah. So that's the problem I think we're having, is we stand out. Even though we don't do much to take up room / interfere with the natural flow of everything.
And we're really nice about it too.
We are. If we were assholes, we could get away with so much more.
Oh, probably, because I would just march anywhere and be like, boom, 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 boom,
yeah,
and just do it and not care, and
right,
then
got kicked out,
right, and then apologize. But I am so nervous all the time, and I'm scared of people, and I don't want to get in trouble. Like, the whole time we were shooting at Seattle Center, I was, like, looking over my back. I was like, oh, my God, I'm going to get in trouble. I'm going to get in trouble. This is awful.
I think that's maybe a mentality thing where, like, if you think you're going to get in trouble, I don't know. Like, if you didn't know you couldn't do that, if you legitimately didn't know you couldn't do that.
I looked it up, like, 20 minutes before we picked those people up. If I wouldn't have looked it up, nothing would have happened, except for that old guy who said something to us.
Yeah. But that old guy was just weird, and
he was just salty that we were getting away with it, and he doesn't get away with it.
All right.
Oh shit! What was I gonna say? I had a thing.
Jeez.
Oh, So another thing with Emerald City that I wanted to talk about that we ran into was Seattle has this really great waterfront. It's like piers and stuff, and there's this one huge, it's like really wide dock, and you can just get over the water and you can see like this. We have this really big mountain here called Mount Rainier, and it's like we got this view of it when it's a clear day. There's a Ferris wheel with lights on it, and it makes it really cool. And you can see the stadiums, and there's cranes. It's a really cool area. Mm-hmm. And on the first day when we were shooting with Dee Dee, there's like this upper area that it's technically a cruise terminal.
Yeah.
But people go there and hang out and look at the view, and so we photographed her there. But the pier is getting renovated.
Well, the whole waterfront's being renovated,
and it's been getting renovated for like 2 years now.
It's because it's sinking.
Yeah.
They decided to build it on top of dirt that was pushed off of.
I think all the dirt here is pretty smooshy.
Well, that didn't exist. They
added
an
dirt.
entire hill,
yeah,
and then pushed it into the ocean for the waterfront to exist.
Denny Hill, right?
Yes.
Yeah. They're renovating. So we were like, oh, they should be done by now because a lot of the businesses reopened. They were closed for a little while, but a lot of them have opened again. And we get there, and it's just so fucked up. And we were just like, oh my god. And so we knew we had 2 shoots there, and we made it work on the first one. And the second one, we're like, oh, we'll do the same thing. We'll take her to the upstairs area, get the nice background with the view of there's a mountain and then the Ferris wheel, and like there's downtown Seattle, so it's like all these like buildings. But there was a fucking wedding.
Yep.
On that like level.
They rented out the
whole thing. And we were like, a lot of people kept walking up the stairs and like turning the corner and then being like, okay, never mind. Because it's next to a sky bridge. So there's a lot of foot traffic going to and from. Mm-hmm. And like the wedding planner kept having to like shoo people away.
Yes. The security too.
No, it was just the lady. It was just lady in green. She just seemed like a wedding planner because she was like telling the people when to go and like talking to the bride and stuff. And then when we were like, okay, we'll make it work. And we were downstairs from the wedding, and the wedding gate over, and they like knocked over like half a table of champagne glasses.
No, they're being dramatic now.
Okay, I meant like a corner of a table.
I think
to
it
me,
was
a table's
one
really small.
Bottle of champagne, or
it
one
was
bottle of wine. Oh, I thought it was one bottle of wine.
It was the champagne flutes.
Oh.
And there was a couple because it was like ding 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 ding.
No, I didn't hear all that. I just heard one glass.
How many stories is that? Like 3 or 4? No, they're on the 5th level.
Yeah, it's 5.
So there were 5 floors above us. And this glass, I mean, I was like off of it a little bit, but it was happening behind me. It was just like raining glass. Yeah. And I was like, good thing I wasn't right below that. The security guard got pretty upset about that, though.
Yeah, I'm sure.
It's probably a liability situation.
Yes, it is. I'm sure it's probably against the rule. Now there's a rule that says you can't have glass against the railing. That's what it is.
Do you think, okay, this has nothing to do with cosplay. I'm sorry, guys. Do you think if you had that wedding there.
Yep.
You knocked over some glass stuff. Uh-huh. Someone was below it. Like, okay, let's say you knocked over the whole bottle of champagne.
Okay.
Someone was below it. It hit them in the head, and they got a little injured.
Uh-huh.
Who is responsible for that?
That's the facility.
Okay.
And that's part of why, renting places cost money.
Oh, because of like insurance
and stuff for that kind of stuff. Yeah.
Interesting. Okay. Today I learned.
Yeah.
Should have gotten cut. Give me $100.
Wow, you're really easy. Yeah, here you go, $100. Go.
Well, for a little scratch.
You get more than $100 for a little scratch. You gotta go to the hospital. I mean, that's like $1,000 right there.
I had to get like a stitch and a half.
Yeah, that's like $1,000 right there.
God, America.
So let's talk a minimum of like $5,000 to $10,000 for that.
For a scratch?
Listen, it could have been worse. And so what insurance companies do and what a lawsuit would do is to punish them for letting that happen. So then, they would know, let's never do that again. And that's why, like the Hulk Hogan thing, did he need like $20 million for Gawker not pulling down his sex tape?
Probably.
No. He didn't. Well, he didn't need that. The jury awarded it because.
Okay. We're going.
So
Anyways,
that's what
this is okay. Anyways, I have some comments to read.
Okay.
Nick said, I just remembered what con I was going to suggest you guys to go to, Midori Con. I haven't personally gone, but so I can't comment on my experience, but it's a con designed to make good photo shoots. It's surrounded by a beach and forest, and since it's a con aimed for photography, you shouldn't have issues with your equipment, unlike Katsucon.
Midori Con. Where's that at? Did you look it up?
I did look it up last week when Nick's wrote it, and then now I forgot.
Okay.
Yay! But I didn't look into it too much, but I should. Another thing we look into is the size of the con, though, as well.
Right. Well, but if it's like a photography specific con, like people there are going for a reason.
Right. They want to get pretty pictures.
Yes.
Martha has a few questions for us to answer, and Rebecca, if she's here. I'm sorry, she's not. What is your dream couples cosplay? I think we talked about that.
Yeah, well, that's your dream couple cosplay.
Sorry, yeah, Gender Ben, Pocahontas, and John Smith. Okay.
What's the female version of John? Joan?
Uh-huh.
So a Joan Smith
and then like basically Coco M, but Pocahontas.
So I need to get ripped, is what she's saying.
Yeah, you need...
My weenies aren't doing
your
much.
weenies? I wouldn't say that.
They're weenies. Look at them.
Yeah, but weenie also means something else.
Weenies. It's not like I have...
You could have two. If you could only cosplay from one game, film, anime, or manga series, what would it be?
Only one. Huh?
Only one forever? Forever? I would probably cosplay from a game, and like a really big game, like either Aeon or Terra or Fire Emblem, because there's a lot of characters, so then I could be like, I still got more to go, you know. If it's smaller, then you only have a couple options. Something more dynamic, not like an anime where it's just like school kids. That one wouldn't be very interesting to me. Kevin doesn't have an answer for that. Probably.
I don't.
He would probably just do Halo and then make all the colors of Halo.
I would do something crazy. I don't know. Adam Savage has the what is it? Dr. Evil? I don't know. It's from the Hellboy series, and he's got like this crazy arm that has like vacuum tubes and shit all over it.
And you like it?
It looks really nice.
Is there any international convention you'd love to attend one day? Come to MCM Comic-Con. Like, we always were just like, oh, like the crazy ass ones. Like, we wouldn't work. We would just stand there and go, what
Japan
the fuck?
Expo.
Japan Expo in France, and then oh God, there's that big one in Japan that I can't remember. Comet Cosy. I don't know what it's called. But the really, really big one where they make that ridiculous line outside.
Yeah. And have the parades and shit that are outside. Like,
for us to go to an international con and work and do photography, it would...
I don't think we would do that.
No. Unless
we've done at least one. Yeah.
Unless we were like
one.
there.
Yeah.
And then we were like, oh, there happens to be a con while we're there. You know?
No, I think we would do one and then like see if we liked it and then go back the next year to shoot it if that's how we were going to do it.
Oh, go to one without working?
Yeah, and then see if we like it, then do it again.
Because it's a big risk. It's even a big risk for us to go to places like A-Con or like the East Coast. It costs us a lot of money, so it would really have to be amazing.
All right, I gotta get going here.
Oh, you do? Kevin's
yes.
work is exploding.
Yes.
Oh, can we answer
two
more?
We can finish answering
two more questions. Okay, I'm sorry, I can't read all the comments you guys wrote, but maybe we'll get to it next week. I love you guys. Name 3 things you would change about comic conventions, how they are run, blah blah blah. Just,
what would we change about comic conventions?
Some of them just aren't organized. But a lot of things that we run into are just like the people that work there or like the security staff that they hire out, like it's a third party, so they can't really help that, is like just super rude. And I can't imagine being in charge. Like, it's just so crazy. There's so many people, and people are being rude to you, and you know, people are annoying and blah 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 blah. But we really appreciate when people are like nice to us when we ask questions or need help. So that's something. And also, get something going with the photo situation. If the hotel is like no photography, be like, we need to figure this out and make like an area for it. Maybe. I don't know. Who's your favorite cosplayer? Oh boy, too many. I just have a bunch I admire, and I watch them on Instagram. I don't think I have one person that's like, oh. I admire like everybody we work with though. You guys put in a lot of hard work, and that is ridiculous.
It is.
Do you think tattoos distract or add cosplay? I can't decide if I want to cover over mine for future cosplays or not. I think sometimes I think they look cool. It depends on the cosplay. If you're cosplaying like a princess or something, and you want it to be princessy, then definitely cover up. I've seen some ones where they're like just a little more badass or I don't know how to describe it, and they have tattoos that aren't part of the character, but it kind of looks cool. So it could go either way, just depending on what you want. I don't think it doesn't bother me when someone has like arm tattoos or something on their cosplay.
Right. It really. I mean, yeah.
If you're going for like,
if you want like pure
like badass Cinderella or something, then keep the tattoos.
Right, but it really depends on like your mentality of like how accurate do you want to be. Like, I mean, if you're doing a cosplay as a like portrayal of your version of somebody,
then
it's like
whatever.
variation.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. Like there are some people that are like absolute.
Like it needs to be perfect.
Right,
yeah.
You're there for fun, right? You're doing it because you enjoy it. And if covering up the tattoo is going to be more labor intensive than it'll be fun, then don't do it. That's what I have to say.
But it doesn't bother. It doesn't personally bother us.
Yeah, there are purists like that one guy that yelled at that poor Mad Moxie.
Right. There are people that are like, she doesn't have a tattoo or whatever, which it's just like, oh my gosh, guys. We've worked with people who have face piercings, like noticeable ones that aren't part of that character.
Yeah.
But that's not, it's just like part of them in a way. I don't know. It's kind of cool, actually. Anyways, I am rushing. Kevin has to get back to work. We're filming this during a weekday in the middle of his work day. So thank you for doing this, Kev.
Yeah.
If you'd like to support us, leakcosplay.com/Amazon. Just do your regular Amazon shopping. It gives us a kickback. Or leakcosplay.com/shop and buy one of our t-shirts. We will be back next week. We love you. And we'll be able to answer more of your questions next week. I'm sorry we couldn't get to all of them this time. I forgot about them a little bit. But we love them. All right.
Thank
Bye.
you. Bye-bye.